Hello students, greetings to all. I am Dr. A. Alagarsamy, Head of the Department of Social Work, Sri Krishna Arts and Science College, Coimbatore. Now I am going to teach about what is social work research. You are all PG students. You are from various different degree courses joined this Master of Social Work program. It is a professional course, and before you know what is social work research, first you should know what is a social work profession. You all know what is social work as you have completed one semester, as well as you have gone for various social welfare centers for observation visit and also for the fieldwork program. There are so many famous authors are saying about the meaning, definition or practical knowledge about social work. For example, if you take Mary Richmond and many social reformers in India and in foreign countries, and also professional social worker, they are all saying about what is a professional social work degree or a course or a program. So actually, what is social work? Social work is a professional degree. It is basically a profession which speaks about the application of psychology and sociology. There are so many problems in the society. Every human being is facing some kinds of problem. It is an inevitable one that no one escape from the problem. As human being, definitely we are going to meet or achieve certain basic needs, as said by Maslow theory or father of psychology Sigmund Freud. We are all going to achieve certain things, and very particularly it starts from basic needs. When we as human being are going to get the basic need or achieve basic needs, we are relying the other people. So a formation of group started from time immemorial, of course, but to find out food and shelter, a group was emerged out in the world. So when there is a group, definitely there is a relationship. Every human being is unique in nature, and every problem is not because of an individual, because of the others, and also because of the the environment. So when we are going to achieve the basic need, we definitely come across certain type of problems. If we are able to solve that problem, we are not going to meet anyone. We are going to use our own resources, or we are going to see what are the possible ways from us to solve that problem, or we are going to find out certain things from us as a technique or an instrument or a solution. If we are not able to solve our problem, we are asking some help from our own family member or neighbors or friends. Even that is not sorted out by these people involvement, the next one we are going to seek a professional help from the professionally trained person. To solve human being problem, we are going to meet a professionally trained person who is none other social worker. A social worker is a professional person who completed Master of Social Work program. In any specialization, he is a trained person and he is actually a member in professional body, and countries like UK, USA and Canada and some other western countries, social workers should get license. In the western countries, we are all professional social worker and also certified license holder to deal the human problem. As how medical professionals are dealing the human related problem, we are going to deal the psychological problem or any problem which is actually the people problem, we are going to solve. Social worker is also called as social doctor. As social doctor, the main job is to find solution to an individual who has a problem, or a group has a problem, or a community or a society has a problem. As social doctor, we are going to sort out various problems of people in the society. If the problems are not solved by professional like us, that will exist and that will again hamper the society, or again it will extend the problem. So we professional social worker should find the ways to solve the problem. That is our primary duty and responsibility. In our social work profession, in the first principle or in the first and foremost philosophy of social work also says humanitarianism, that is concern for the human being. So we should solve the problem. Before that, we should go concern towards the people problem or towards the societal problem. We are the person, we should solve the human related problem. So it is an applied profession, students. Social work is an applied profession because we are going to solve the problem in the society. That problem may be due to an individual or his environment or the social structure, that is family or any institution or any organization may be the reason for that problem. So we should not blame the people alone for having that problem. Sometimes an individual may be the reason for the problem or his environment. So here we should respect also the problem. For example, HIV/AIDS or begging or prostitution. All these are societal problems. We are actually dealing these problems also. Of course, it is ugly in nature, but we should not leave all these problems. We should give importance to this problem. We should take that problem is in society. We should accept that problem. That is why in casework also acceptance. Accepting a client as he or she is. Accepting the problem as it is. Why it is mentioned in the principles of social work or social casework? Because when we don't accept the problem or the client, we simply blame an individual or the society or the family or any organization. We social worker should not blame the problem, whether it is an individual is having or a group has or a community has or a society has, or the problem is in ugly nature. No, we are all professional social worker. We are going to deal the ugly nature of problem, and we are going to help the beggar. We are going to help a transgender. We are going to help a HIV positive person. We are going to help a criminal in the prison. We are going to help a juvenile delinquent in the reformatory school. So we are all accepting the client as he is and also the problem. So social work is basically a profession which deals about the complete problems faced by an individual or a group or a community. And social work is an applied profession, social work is always an evaluative profession also. We are going to evaluate the client or the strategy we are adapted to solve an individual or a group problem, or the agency, for example social welfare agencies and NGOs or counseling centers, or we are going to evaluate case worker, professional social worker, how he is performing. So basically it is an evaluative profession. Social work is always an evaluative profession. Social work is an applied profession, and social work is going to deal the problem of the people or the society or the community. So in this scenario, or if you see all this meaning, we can have a one professional meaning that social work is a profession which is going to help an individual, group or a community which has the problem. These problems are going to help by a trained professional social worker in the way of system or procedures, and we are finally going to give solution to this problem. The primary and foremost objective of any social worker or any social welfare organization is to solve the problem of an individual or the group or a community or a society. So when we are going to solve this problem, we are going to apply research. So far we discussed what is a social work profession. Social work is an applied profession. Social work is an always evaluative profession. Social work is a practice-based profession. It is a practice-based because there are two courses in the globe or world. It has following medical model approach. The one course is following medical model approach is medicine. You all know medical degree courses, MBBS and PG program in medicine. These are all primarily following medical model approach. What is medical model approach? Medical model approach is nothing but morning you are going to learn theoretical concept from the classroom learning, and the same classroom learning, the day, evening, afternoon, you are going to test in the laboratory. For medical degree holders, the laboratory is a hospital. So morning classroom learning and afternoon testing the practice or the theoretical component in the field in the hospital. So that is medical model approach. The day itself, the medical students are going to test what they study about anatomy or anything. So such a practice is only available to the MBBS degree students. That approach is universally called as medical model approach. Initially, social work also followed the medical model approach, studying the theoretical concept or principle or philosophy from the classroom, then applying in the society. As MBBS students have followed the medical model approach, social workers are also followed the medical model approach initially. Now we have our own indigenous model in social work. After this new model which we are following in social work, our curriculum has theoretical learning. For example, in India, we have concurrent fieldwork system. 2 days theoretical learning in classroom, and what we learn in the classroom, immediately we are going to apply or test or practice in the laboratory. For us, laboratory is society. We are going to test what are the theories, concepts that was taught in the classroom. Immediately we are going to test or practice in the field through government office or non-governmental organization or any social sectors organization, we are going to see or village level or urban level or slum level or tribal level, we are going and we are going to test the theoretical components which taught by the teacher in the classroom. How we are going to test? That actually is conceptualized as fieldwork. That is called as concurrent fieldwork learning. That is side by side learning. Theoretical learning, testing the theories in the field. So naturally our course has 2 days fieldwork training in all week. So where we are going to test. As social work students, you know actually how you are going to test the theory in the field. Knowingly or unknowingly, we are applying the research techniques. And moreover, you all know social work has 2 types of method. One is primary method, another one is secondary method. It is also called in another way direct method or indirect method. In other terms also it is called micro practice, meso practice and macro practice. Anyhow, we all know there are 6 methods in social work. 3 methods are classified in primary method, that is social casework, social group work, social community organization. And other 3 methods, social welfare administration, social work research and social action, are secondary methods. Primary methods are nothing, students. We are directly going to meet the people and we are going to solve their problem. That is why it is called as direct method. In the secondary method, actually we are not primarily meeting the people, but we are going to find out what are the problems are faced by the people and what are the strategies we are going to take. So, and how we are going to solve mass problem. That is why we have 3 secondary methods. One method is actually casework. In the research, social work research, social welfare administration, and social action. These are the secondary methods. So, when you apply primary method or secondary method, you are actually applying the research techniques. Because it is a profession, it is a practice-based profession, it is an evidence-based profession, it is an applied profession, it is always an evaluative profession. So it exactly needs the application of social work research. Moreover, social work research is one of our method. So we must know very clearly what is actually research, how the research affects the society, how we are going to find out the problems of people, how we are going to solve the people problem, how we are going to bring effectiveness and efficiency in the social work program, or how you are going to test whether a client is changed, whether the people got benefit, whether the society got benefit, whether the community got benefit, or how an agency is working, whether the agency means in social work, social welfare centers, NGOs or government offices. These are all called as social welfare agency. How these organizations are effectively working, whether they are working for the objective of agency or the principle of social work or the basic purpose of client or the people. So, in order to see all this effectiveness, efficiency, or whether the people got changed or the agency strategies are right or not, or any modification we want to solve an individual or a group or a community problem, we should apply research. Research is an essential one for social work profession. Though it is an evaluative profession, it is an applied profession, it is a practice-based profession, or it is an evidence-based profession, we should know and we should apply the research technique. So, what is actually research? Research is nothing but, students, we are going to apply systematically and scientifically the process of research to solve the human problem or an agency problem or a community problem. Or using research, we are going to find out new theories in social work, new facts in the social work, new concept in social work, or new methodologies in social work. And basically, this course is a PG program. It also has project in the final semester. So when you want to complete a final semester program or your final semester or your degree, you are asked to complete the project as per the university norms. So for that also you must take a research project. When you are going for higher education, MPhil or PhD, definitely you want the knowledge of research. Or there are some organization has research projects, universities or R&D centers or ICMR or ICSSR or UGC. These organizations are giving project to the universities or colleges or some freelance organizations. So they are also going to appoint research associates. You are eligible for the projects related to psychology or sociology or human resource management or social welfare or community development. You are eligible. So where you can work as a research associate and you can help the principal investigator. You will be paid a very decent stipend and also sometime your research work help in your higher education also. For example, to study MPhil or PhD or postgraduate program or sometime postdoctoral fellowship program or individual fellowship program, this will help. So, if you see social work is a profession, and if you see your MSW course needs to complete a project work, or after that if you go for MPhil or PhD, or if you are going and working in some research based organization, definitely you have to apply the research techniques. So social work research is nothing but students application of research on social work problems, social work methods, social work policies, social work principle, social work projects, or social work methods. That is very important. That is, you are going to apply research in casework, group work, community organization, social welfare organization, social administration, social welfare organization, social work research and social action. You are definitely going to apply the research techniques. Here, for example, if you take casework is nothing but helping an individual problem. If you want to help an individual problem, you must apply social work research. We have a peculiar research design, single case research design. This research design helps when the client joins in our organization, when his problem is solved, till that we are going to apply research, single case research design by using time series analysis. How was a client when he joins in an agency? When he leaves the agency, how his problem is solved? Whether the client is changed, whether the client got benefit, or whether the client problem is solved, we are going to test by using the single case research design. Suppose there is no change in the client's problem, then we are going to modify new strategy that we are going to take and use to solve the same client problem. Suppose if the client problem is solved, we are going to find out what are the best techniques we are used. So that best technique may helpful to us in other problems. And suppose caseworker is actually dealing the problem professionally. Client is also accepted. but our strategy may be fit to him or not. So at that time we are going to test what are the strategy we have taken. Does the strategy want any changes, or it is enough, or we have to modify the strategy or intervention technique. For that also we are applying research. And agency, I am the agency director. I want to know my agency, how it is working, whether the people are satisfied, whether the client is satisfied, whether the caretaker family is satisfied, whether the government agency is satisfied, whether all other stakeholders are got satisfaction through our or by our agency. So how I am going to test it? I am going to apply research, the effectiveness of our agency, or whether the appointed caseworker is a right person or not, is an able person or not, is able to solve the problem of a client. This also I am going to use the research techniques. So we are going to apply the research techniques in social work program at all time, because it is an evaluative profession. We know two types of evaluation, that is after the end of the program or mid-term evaluation, but social work is the only course or program or practice case all three types of evaluation, that even before implementing a program we are going to test whether that program is right one or not. So there also we are going to identify some villages where we are going to apply that project, and we are going to see is there any changes or that program gives real benefit to the people or not. We are going to test. So these are the way we are going to apply research. As social work students, for not only completing your PG courses, but naturally our course needs the application of research, because we are going to always practice, or we are going to solve the problem of the people. So we must know what is a research, what are the research techniques we are going to use, how systematically we are going to apply the research techniques, that we must know. So social work research is one of the method in our social work, as well as it is one way we are going to practically use for our social work programs. So students, I am asking you all to give much importance to this subject, because to complete this course we want it, and to practice always, because it is coming in our life. We are going to practice after the course, end of the course, you are definitely going to work in an organization. At that time, we must apply social work in practical way. So when we want to use this profession in very practical way, we definitely need the application of research. So anyhow, research is an inevitable one for us. So you should know completely what are the research components, or what are the research techniques, or what are the research process, and that you should develop, and also you should know it very practically. So for example, how to select a research problem. We not like other courses or other profession, we have plenty of problem related to individual, family, community or society. So how we are going to solve that problem? So one of the problem you are going to select. So then you are going to apply the scientific research techniques to fix your research objective, or research question, or hypothesis, or formulate a research design, or a sampling design, or what are the data, what type of data you are going to collect, how you are going to analyze, and how you are going to interpret the data, and finally how you are going to solve the problem after the data analysis, where you are also going to mention the limitation of your research area, you are going to give a new research gap to the future researcher, and also you are going to give the future scope for research in the selected problem or in the selected area. All this you are going to say in your research. Thank you, students. You should know what is basically a social work profession, and you should know basically what is a research or social research, and as well as social work research. Hope you are all taken this class, and you definitely nurture the research techniques for your social work profession. Thank you all.